Chapter 56. Aaron. "Dad!" I raced toward him and slid to a stop against his left side. "You're hurt!" "I'm sorry, Aaron. I think I broke my hip and my wrist." He choked words out through clenched teeth. "I blew it. I can't keep going." "Yes, you can. You have to. The cafeteria is probably full of kids waiting for us. What can I do to help?" "I can't use my hand, and I can't walk. The pain is unbearable. I'm afraid we're done." Why is he saying that? I've never heard him talk about quitting anything in his life. "Dad, just heal yourself. You can do that. God wants you to keep going."
"If I use it on myself, then someone in this hospital will stay sick. I can't do that."
I closed my eyes and touched my dad's shoulder. "God, we need you here. My dad won't use the gift for himself, so we need a way to keep going. Can you at least help him deal with the pain and give him the drive to see this through to the end? Help me out. I'm just a kid. I can't do this alone." Natalie hurried back to where my dad lay on the floor. She must have recognized his injury. "Oh, Cameron, I'm so sorry. How can we help you?"
"Call 911. Get me an ambulance and take me back to St. Mark's. I need surgery on my hip. We'll have to finish this later."
A tall doctor I recognized from Dad's hospital jogged up to us. "Cameron," he said between breaths, "you need to hurry. The police have found you and are searching the hospital. They're only a floor below you." He hesitated when he took in my dad's situation on the floor. "What happened? You broke your hip? You look at least 20 years older than the last time I saw you. I guess osteoporosis came along with the process." My dad nodded.
"Apparently, so does decreased coordination. Sorry to let you down, Hans, but we're done for today."
"That's preposterous. I won't hear of it. You're an ER doctor. You improvise. It's what you do. You're just feeling defeated in the moment." He looked at the crowd standing around. "We need a splint and a hospital bed, or a chair with wheels." "How about a wheelchair?" asked Alex, pointing to his motorized unit. "I'll get an arm board from the IV cart," said a nurse. He slid the board under my dad's wrist and taped it in place with the help of Dr. Albrecht. "Now, how are we going to get you into the chair? You look miserable. I wish we had something to give you for pain." The same nurse who'd secured his arm spoke up.
"Here, we can give him a shot of this."
He held out a small glass vial of fentanyl. Natalie thanked him and searched through a drawer until she found a syringe. Another nurse interrupted. "Hang on. Why did you have a vial of fentanyl in your pocket? You know we're not allowed to do that." The nurse looked uncomfortable as he replied. "Oh, I pulled it for my patient, but when I went into the room, he was asleep. I meant to return it, but never did." I'd heard my dad tell enough stories about people stealing pain medications to know what was going on. But he just put himself at risk to help my dad. "Thank you. We appreciate it." Natalie injected the medicine into my dad's arm muscle, and soon his facial expression relaxed, and his head rested down onto the ground.
"That's much better, thanks. Let's try to get me into the chair."
The larger people in the crowd gathered around him and slowly lifted him off the ground. 2 people held his broken leg and tried to keep it still the best they could. My dad's face tightened up with every movement until they eased him into the chair. He didn't even make a sound. Once he adjusted himself into a more comfortable position, he reached out toward the nurse who had pocketed the pain medication.
"Come here."
The man stepped closer but stayed upright several feet away.
"No, come down to me."
Once he leaned down, my dad touched his arm and whispered into his ear. The man immediately burst into tears and dropped to his knees. I don't think anyone else noticed, but my dad could barely raise his arm up to touch the man. And we still had a cafeteria full of kids to heal.
"How do I work this thing?"
asked my dad as he looked down at the controls of the chair. "Leave it to me, I'm a pro," said Alex. He adjusted a few things, and soon my dad was reclining back a bit and looked much more comfortable. Alex pushed the joystick forward, and we progressed toward the next room.